my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature, and in my area it is kind of wet out there, and it has been like a couple of days now and where I am. And anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And also I want to just say a big huge thank you to all of you out there. I hope you had a great Christmas with your family or friends or loved ones, and I hope you're working on yourself, being that change that you want to see in the world. It's not so much of seeing the change out in the world that we want to see, is to be that change that we want to see out in the world, and that starts with me, and then it starts with all of you. So if we all work together being that change that we want to see, the world out there would change indeed. So anyway, I do love you, and remember, we are the stars, not the Hollywood stars. Nah, we ain't got time with them. It's us. It's all about us. It's not about them. So don't try to, like follow the Hollywood stars, because they're the ones that are going to trip you up as far as the way you want to see the world. So don't follow them. They have been lied to just like us, but we are the true stars out here in the universe. And anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and I really hope you get a lot of help from these videos that I do make. And also, I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and send some love out in the world. Shine like the star that you are. We need more of you out there that brightens up someone's day. So, say a kind word, put a smile on your face. Let somebody see that beautiful smile that you have. Don't hide it. So we need people to get out of themselves and be that change that you want to see in the world. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And also, you could give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And thank you all for those of you out there, I see you, that have left Starlight a message. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love that I get from all of you. And don't forget the notification bell like Starlight does. And also, you could follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight. And that also you can follow me on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, this is a new video. Do you always take the easy way out, or do you seem to always take the shortcut, thinking you'll get there quicker? Well, I have to say, throughout my whole life, I normally kind of weigh my decisions out in life and say, if I go this route, that is the easier route. If I take that way, like the shortcut, I could get there quicker. Or on this side, wow, that definitely is the harder route than this one over here, and that is the longer route. What way do you take? Do you take the easy way out, the shortcut? Or you say, forget it, I'm going to take the hard way, and I'm going to go the long way. And what I have learned in my life, it's easier and better, not easier, but it is better to take the long way and the hard way than where you think it's the easy way. So I've learned taking things the easy way, where I'm going to use myself as an example. A lot of people say, hey, Starlight, go to the government for help. So that to me is like, yeah, if I went that way, how long does that form take to fill out? how many hours? I just fill out that form and they're just going to hand me everything I want on my platter. Really? I don't think so. But, that would be like, everybody's telling me to go that way, to go for the government, to get DSS, to get some help. Or I could go this route over here, where it's like, I can actually check online, go to the library, and look for a job. And yeah, it could take me some time, which I just had a job I had to let go of because it wasn't serving me. I answer to God, not to the people. So God's like, Starlight, I tested you out. There's that job. You had a job. You were making money. It's up to you whether you stay there. You're miserable, huh, Starlight? You're miserable with that job? Well, it's up to you, Starlight, whether you're going to keep that job and be miserable and be a slave and not get paid the way you should be getting paid. Or, Starlight, you can quit that job and look for a better job. And most people would have said, Starlight, don't do that. Don't quit the job because you're making money, girl. You stay at that job until you get another job. Well, I could have done that, but Starlight's not like that. Starlight would rather let go of that job that's causing me so much stress and to be patient, trusting in God, that God is going to bless me with a job that serves me. That's what we desire. We desire this job here. God is going to see that I was not in fear just to take this job. Instead, I said, take this job and shove it, because I ain't working here no more. But most of you would have said, Starlight, you just had a job. And I've had lots of people saying, Starlight, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Why did you quit that job? It wasn't serving me. God would not have been pleased with me because I would have been living in fear, fearing, not trusting that God is going to supply all my needs according to his riches and glory. So yeah, I'm crazy. I love God. And a lot of people do. They call, people that love Jesus, Jesus freaks. You could call me a Jesus freak. I am proud to be a Jesus freak, really. So let go of those things that no longer serve you. Let go of people that no longer serve you. Let go of the food that no longer serve you, really. Because God sees all things, knows all things. God is going to make sure he's going to see that, hey, Starlight did the right thing. Even if 75% of the people around her thought she was nuts, she didn't care what all the other people said and thought. She did what God wanted Starlight to do. And that was to let go of a job that would make you feel like a slave, a job that didn't even want to pay you the pay, the job that was causing you stress. Let that go, because it's not what God is about. So sometimes when we think about it, we think about going the easy way. Is that really the right way? I heard a lot of people out there, Starlight, just go to the government and go fill out that big long ass form. Huh? That big ass long form, the one that would take hours to fill out. Yeah, go fill that out and have the government tell you what to do. What? No, I have the Creator. I don't need to listen to all these people to tell me what to do when I have God. I desire to have God in my life and God on my side and listen to God than I would to listen to what man would tell me. Would they go to the government? Would they go in the shelter? I have so many people like, Starlight, it's cold out there. You're going to freeze out there if you don't go in a shelter. Hurry, run in there. Go in the shelter. Hurry, Starlight, go. Why are you doing this? I've had many people, church people, you name it, family, friends, people that I thought were my friends that were not my friends saying, go that way, Starlight, go. No, I don't need to listen to any of them. I have God. God's here. The archangels are here. What more do I need? God is testing me out whether I'm going to be scared and go run and do what everybody else tells me, or am I going to listen to myself and listen to God, because God knows what's right for me. God sees all things and knows all things and knows, that job that was not serving me could cause so much stress that it could cause me to get sick, where I would not be able to function right. And I would be miserable, complaining all the time. We got enough people out there complaining about their job, and then stressing everybody else out because they're not happy and they think that they have to have that job because they're getting money. But God has a better plan for you. You have to trust that God is going to supply all your needs, and it doesn't mean that it's always going to be pretty. God will test you out to see if you're going to fall or not. Or are you going to just listen to everyone else because everyone else says, Starlight, go that way, when God's like, Starlight, huh? I'm right here. God wants to let me know that he is here, and he knows that I need a place to live. He knows that I need food, and he's going to take care of all of those things. It could take time. But you know what? This path here, God's going to show me things that I'm not going to learn over here. This way here teaches me that, just go to the government, run to the government for help. Why would I want to run to the government when I have God right here? So some of you might think going that way, hurrying up and running to the government because you're afraid that your needs are not going to get met. You're going the wrong direction. I'm right here. I'm in this. And I'm in this for the long haul. God is using me, and I am learning a lot of lessons in this. And you have to really, relax and be calm that God has got you. You got to trust that God has got you, and you don't have to run. A lot of you are like, I don't want to go to the government. You don't have to. I know some of you might be struggling financially. You might be afraid of different things happening, and depending on where you live, how am I going to survive? Well, you can't, just trust all these people that are telling you to go this way, go and, go do things because out of fear, and run and go get help from the government. Is that always the right way? It's that really we need to ask the universe really what God wants us to do. I completely made a mess out of my life by doing things, by controlling things my own way. And now I'm realizing, you know what? I'm letting go of that. And I'm going to have God actually guide me with the archangels to show me the way. And I'm going to learn lessons that I need to learn now, so then I am ready for later on for, it's going to teach me things for down the road, the things that I'm learning now. So you don't want to live in fearing what's going to happen, because fear is of a lower vibration. You want to trust and believe and put all your trust in God, that God, the creator, the universe, knows all what you need in life. And that's why it's good not to get all wrapped up into material items and material needs. It's not about those things. It's about what you need, and that's why, Starlight had to let go of so many things. I had lots of arts and crafts. I gave away a good portion of all my arts and crafts. It took me years to gather, because I realized it wasn't mine anyway. I'm not taking that when I leave this planet, am I? Absolutely not. It was never mine in the first place. God gave me my health where I was able to go out and have a job and have my own cleaning business. And, God taught me a lot of things through that time when I had my cleaning business. And God giveth, but he could also take away. So don't get too into all the material items and, like thinking that, like you got to impress other people with what you have. It's really not about all the material stuff. Nobody's taking that with them when they leave this planet. So really think about the things that you need. What is it that you really need? Focus on those things, and God will supply all your needs according to his riches and glory. But you have to trust God. Don't listen to all the people that are telling you to go that way or go that way, because then you are not in control of your life. You're giving control over to those people that are going to later on tell you to do something else. So who do you want to listen to? Do you want to listen to the people or to God? And you have a choice. You have a choice whether you go the easy route or the hard route. And a lot of people they will like, hey, this is easier. Everybody tells me to go to the government for a handout, to go get help, to go get food. And you know what they're doing? After they get the help, they're all complaining anyway. They complain about, I don't have enough still. And now they're under the power of the government. Well, now that we're giving you this money, now you got to show up to this appointment. But I don't want to show up to this appointment. Well, if you don't show up to that appointment, we're taking your money. So now you are a slave to the government when you sign those papers. And that is why Starlight will not sign those papers to go get, I could have done that easily. I could have ran and got a job before I got in this situation. God is doing a thing in my life. That's why I realize that I'm not in control of my life. It's God. I want God to be in control of my life. I made a mess of my life. I'm handing my life over to God so God can actually help me, because God knows exactly what I desire in my life. And that is why it's so important that you understand how the universe, God, uses the archangels to guide you, to help you, to show you the things that you need to work on, things that you need to let go of, in order for God to bless you with the things that you desire in your heart. So those things are not going to happen right away. God is trying to teach you things, and a lot of times we don't want God showing us those things that we need to learn. So that's why it's so important that you be patient with God and trust God, and not try to, escape, and that you don't try to run ahead of God and try to do things your own way, because you're going to make a mess. Is that you got to fully 100% count on God, that God is going to supply all your needs according to his riches and glory. And so you got to trust God. You got to trust the archangels. You got to listen to the archangels when they have signs. I just seen something beautiful today. I couldn't believe it. I was in my car in the parking lot at this library where I am right now, and who would have ever thought there was a hawk 5 feet away from me, and I am not kidding you, 5 feet away from me. What does it mean when you see a hawk? I was trying to get that baby back here, because I was like, so there was a hawk up in the sky somewhere. Must have been something on the ground next to where I was parked. And I couldn't believe it. I looked over and I was like, a hawk? I mean, that is the closest I've ever been to a beautiful big-ass hawk. Yeah, Starlight swore again. How many numbers is that now of swearing? Yeah, so Starlight did. She saw a hawk this morning. That was a sign from the universe. What does it mean? Now you got to look it up. What does it mean when you see a hawk? So that's a sign from the universe. I did look it up. I was actually going to try to hurry up. I was actually going to do a meditation in the parking lot here, to do a guided meditation. But then I seen the hawk. And I hurried up and I tried to end that video of, what I was trying to exit out of that meditation video that I was going to do this morning, hurry up and take a picture. But by the time I did that hawk knew that I was in my car because I was wiggling around like a little worm trying to get that camera set up to take a picture, because I wanted to prove that I seen like 5 feet away from me. So I did. I threw some food out there hoping that hawk would come back, but I don't know. Maybe I came back out after I got back in here. But yeah, so those are ways that you can, I am sweating. I am so sorry about, Starlight's like sweating up a storm here. Hang on. The do not do's. I am sweating. But yeah, you have a choice whether to go the easy way. You think, yeah, the easy way is the right way. It's not. Really, it's best to take the long way around, even like when you drive, when you take the long route, it's such a beautiful route. You get to say, wow, isn't this beautiful, taking the long way? Or you could cut through the nasty city area, Yeah, it was quick, but how did you feel? Ooh, going through the city area, you're like, I got there quicker, but it was, taking the long route was more beautiful than taking that quick shortcut, or taking the easy route. So I have always looked for the harder route. And Starlight doesn't follow the crowd. If everybody over there is, and I do this once in a while, I don't have a huge habit of, like standing in line looking at my phone. There's times I'm looking up like, what did that dream mean? It's not like I'm looking up garbage on my phone, but there might be times that you might see Starlight sitting in the waiting room, but I do not make a habit of that at all. Is that you don't want to follow what everybody else is doing, like I put that video out, is our parents being the right example, and I'm going to bring this up. I was at a Storts the other morning because my car needs to get fixed, so I was like, well, I need to hang out inside. All the places were closed. There was nowhere for me to hang out, in the day. The weather was not that great, so I was at a Storts, and it was so sad. It was like the day before Christmas, and all through the house, just kidding. It was the day before Christmas, and there was a man sitting at Storts at the table, of course, with his son. His son was like 7, 8 years old. And what was the father doing? The daddy was at the Storts, at the chair, at the table, looking at his phone and doing all this stuff, and his son was across from him. And it was so sad, where the son felt like he was ignored and that he wasn't important, where the dad, his whole attention, I don't know what he even was looking at on the phone, but he was swiping up and down on his phone. And what was so beautiful is that the son of his went over and he leaned up against his dad, and he just wanted some like snuggle time with his dad. What was sad is that his dad ignored his son, and it was like whatever was on the phone was more important than just taking a few minutes and recognizing that his son just wanted attention. So please don't be that dad out there that, whatever is on your phone is more important than a little snuggle with your son or daughter, So don't let this be your God out in the world, because these kids, you don't want them to think what's on this phone is, what's on this phone is more important than your son or daughter. Your son and daughter are way more important, than whatever could be on your cell phone. So please, if you have a daughter or a son, and you are on your cell phone and they see that and they come and they want to snuggle. He just wanted it. He was just rubbing up on his dad and really just wanting some attention. Is please put your phone down. Let your kids know that, you know what, son, daughter, I love you so much and I am going to put my phone down because you are more important than my phone. I don't care what that man was looking at on the phone. A lot of times people will go to stores and they will gamble. They will do scratch-off tickets, but really, who's more important or what is more important? Is your phone more important than your kids? I hope not. I really hope not. So I pray that, really, if your kids are trying to get attention and you are on your phone, please teach them the right thing. Put your phone down and pay attention to your kids. They really need you. And, it was pretty sad. That kid, he still wanted to snuggle with his dad. And the whole time is that his dad was still on that phone swiping down with his phone and looking at different things that really didn't even matter. So, I love all of you. We really need to, my kids are all grown up, so it's not about me with my kids, is that we really need to be the right example to our children. And, be there for your kids. Teach them the right thing. Let them know that, son, daughter, you're more important than my cell phone, and I'm going to put you down, put the phone down, and pick them up and give them that hug that they need and they deserve. You really want to teach them the right ways in life and be that example, and not to, show them that phone is your God, because that's pretty much what it boils down to is, and those kids are not stupid. They notice how you are with them, with your phone or your computers or whatever. So I know a lot of you didn't watch that video because a lot of people don't want to have their conscience pricked by the truth, and the truth will set you free, and it will really help your children down the road, because how you are with your kids is how they're going to be with their kids later on. They're going to, you don't want your kids to neglect their kids, because it's only going to go down to generation after generation. You really want your kids to understand that your kids are more important than cell phones or computer or whatever out there. So I do love you, and really it is best that you take the hard route, the route that looks like more work, because God's going to show you stuff going that hard route than what you're going to learn. And really, even though you think the easy way is the easy way out, it's not. It's a stumbling block, and it will trip you up. You'll get aggravated, frustrated, and everything when you take the easy way, thinking the easy way. You'll be complaining. You'll get upset with those people that set you there in the first place. Hey, yeah, I'm going to listen to all these people. Then later on, you're upset. You're not happy because you didn't really pick the right way. So just because it's the quick way or the easy way, or you think that it's the shortcut, it isn't really. Those are, you're going to find out now, because you took what you thought was the easy way or the quick way. You might end up having to take the long way anyway to get to where you really, really desire to get there anyway. So learn to trust that God has got your back, and things do take time. You have to have patience, to really get what you desire in life. And there's times that you have things to learn, and God wants you to learn those lessons so you can get those things that you really desire. And who cares if it takes a little bit longer to get where you're getting, as long as you get there. So I do love you, and that was a big horse pill. I wish I had one. I had to swallow one of those this morning. Starlight does not like taking horse pills to swallow, and maybe you don't either. But really, sometimes, we need to take a horse pill and swallow the, what is the truth in our life, than, to take something sugar-coated, that is not going to show us the right way anyway. So I do love you. Please pay attention to your children. Don't let your phone or your computer or the movies, be a god in your life. Let your kids know that you love them unconditionally and that they are so important. So sometimes I got to sneak things in like this because otherwise nobody wants to watch those videos that's going to prick their conscience, and I love you so much. It's about those babies out there. They are the generation. They are our future, and we need to be there for them. That's what it's about. It's being there for those babies, our kids, our grandkids. So I love you so much. I really hope you get a lot of help from this video. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget the notification bell like Starlight has been. Also, you can leave a message down below. Don't forget to leave a message down below. Say hello. Don't be shy. And also, you could follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So be that light out in the world, because we need you. We all need you to shine like that star that you are. We are all diamonds, and sparkle out in that world. I had so many beautiful pictures when I lived in my apartment. One of them was she brings a little sparkle everywhere she goes, or something like that. So be that sun out in the world, be that light out in the world, and don't let anybody dim your light. Be strong and trust that God has your back, as God does. I love you so much. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.